You didn't really say 1,000, did you?
Did
1,000?
you say 1,000?
Did you just say 1,000?
I think they said 1,000. 1,000?
1,000?
Yes, 1,000.
Stop yelling at me. Just kidding. Alright guys, I'm excited. 1,000 subscribers, big deal. Really appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, checking the channel out, our little projects and everything going on. And to be honest with you, I mean, I posted a little poll on the Psychotics Aquatics Facebook page, and well, we'll probably be able to filter another day. We're going to run through all the tanks, check them out. I want to show you guys what's gone on from 500 to 1,000. Obviously, there's been big changes. Huge tank added to the collection here. And I don't know, check it out. Here we go. So obviously the biggest addition to the collection here has been the 240-gallon tank. Yes, I have a lot of food up here, a lot of junk. Been testing water in all the tanks, making sure that everything is running the way it's supposed to. So let's get into the 240. What's in here? You guys can see we get some fire mount there on the left, Jack Dempsey there, electric blue acara, regular blue acaras, more Jack Dempseys, Severum, the two big old fat ones right there. Those are my Nicaraguans. They've gotten to about, males probably about 7.5 inches, females probably about 5.5. They're about. Look at that Severum. Oh. Got a couple. There's Jeff. Jeff has recovered from his tapeworm problem. You guys didn't see that, but Jeff did have a tapeworm. We had to yank it out. Poor dude. All the silver dollars that are in here. Still have the giant Danios running around. If I go up here, I'm sure we'll find them darting somewhere. You know, there we go. Like little race cars in the track. It's awesome. Alright, so what else we got going on in here? Still got the Geophagus brasiliensis, that one right there. Still got the fry in there. Probably going to add a few more of the fry to this tank. They're getting big enough. Over there on the left, hard to see, but we've got some Emperor Tetras still in here, King Tetras, whatever you guys want to call them. And she's always flaring up, man. Check her out. They're trying to nest, so I am going to pull them and actually breed them. So we'll have some Nicaraguans coming up shortly, some fry. I've got some tanks cleared out for them to get them ready. That is going to be the dominant male, Jack Dempsey. He turned black. All the other ones are not black. Like that one right there. Still have the big ones. There's Muse, the one that we rescued from that African cichlid tank. His dorsal fins are actually grown back, as you can see up there. Before they were trashed. Now they're coming back. Giant Danios flying by. Guys, I'm really excited about this tank. The Placos, the giant guys, are still doing good. You can see them laying there on the wood. Still got all three, plus the other two big ones that I had in here anyway. So, black skirt tetras are still in here. That one right there. These guys are pretty big. They're probably pushing about 2.5 inches, I guess. And still got the Cory Cats, the Albinos, the Julies. All those are still in here. So, there we go. There's the setup on the 240. All the Manzanita that's in here came from manzanitadirect.com. If you guys need some here in the U.S., you can check them out. Alright, let's move on. So these are the Geophagus brasiliensis fry, a ton of duckweed. I need to really add some goldfish to these tanks and just let them go to town. Got them out in the pond. I'm just going to wait till the water warms up out there before I put them in here, just to get rid of all this duckweed. Grab the smallest one and go and put them tank to tank to get rid of it all. Anyway, this is the 30 long. I'll show you the other side here in a minute. Or the whole tank. This one here is our cherry shrimp. You guys can see, huge ball of algae, and a cherry shrimp that just took off. Still in there, right there. Hard to see, I know, very blurry. But anyway, this big ball of algae simply sustains all the cherry shrimp that are in here, and I can't even tell you how many are in here because there's so much algae. But algae does have its benefits, and when you're doing cherry shrimp and just cherry shrimp, really good way to do it. Check it out. Pretty cool. Runs a sponge filter. I'll show you the whole tank here in a second. There you go. Got a divider down the middle. And 15 gallons there, 15 gallons there. Pretty cool. One of my favorite tanks. So now we're done with this. Let's move on. Alright, here's the nut job. Yeah, I should have cleaned the glass. This is the Dovi. Right now he's sitting at about 2.5 inches. This is the male. We'll show you the female here soon, but this is the male. And, I mean, he's a Dovi. Wolf cichlid. You guys don't know about him, start looking. These guys get about 24 inches. He's going to be a massive fish. Right now he's living in a 20 long, which is plenty of room for him at his size. He is going to wind up in a 150 fat boy, and probably going to have to go to maybe 280, 300 gallons. So that's still a ways away. So for right now, there he is. He didn't know what to make of the phone. He's cool with me. Look. What's up, buddy? What are you doing? Alright, let's move on. Right now this tank is empty except for Placostomus. That's all that's in there. Platies, mollies are all gone. And I'll show you where the placant wound up. Alright, the 27 gallon cube. Here's what's in it. Got the Royal Grandma. Still really small, maybe an inch and a quarter. Same with these guys. Two Ocellaris. I had the frag rack in here right now, simply because I have a polyp on it that I want to remove and glue to the rot. Got the anemone back there, you know, some zoas. And then over there we've got the, what do you call that stuff? The dragon's breath, and that little frog spawn, and then some more zoas. So I'm excited to see how this tank turns out. Should be cool. Little green star polyp up here. And in the sump lives snowflake eel. He lives under the pump. Hand feed him every day just to make sure that he's a happy little guy. And he's growing pretty well. Eventually he'll wind up in the 120. Alright, moving on. Alright, the oddball tank. Had major algae problems in here. Got that a little bit under control. Plants in here are not doing so hot, but they're not dying, so it is what it is. This is why it's the oddball tank. Right there we got a Bolivian ram. Sorry, hurt myself. A couple of African bushfish, or leopard bushfish, leaf fish, whatever you guys want to call them. They're from Africa. Super cool. These guys are getting pretty big, about 3 inches. I just love the scales on them. You can actually see them there. They're checking me out, checking you out. And Ernie, which we gotta get over here to see, because Ernie is Ernie. There's one of the zebra loaches, and Ernie is just kind of chilling in there. Maybe we'll get a shot of Ernie. You guys have seen Ernie before, I think. My rope fish. Oh, there he comes. He is about pretty close to a foot long. So, love Ernie. Super cool. So the oddball tank, what else we got in here? We got some yo-yo loaches. Yo-yo, what up? Sorry, everything's kind of hiding. And blowfish. And Buenos Aires tetra, Colombian tetras. Just a cool little tank. This is kind of the one that sits out here in the middle of the dining room. But we got some something we're going to add in here that I'm really excited about. So gotta wait to show you those here later on. Next tank. Then we hit the 120. There's way too much in here to list. But other than the regular inhabitants, we did lose Princess. She got a little wedged in between a rock over there and a piece of glass. I wound up losing her. I was pretty upset. That was the orange shoulder tang that everybody got familiar with. Since then, we have added a I don't know, he's probably like a 2-foot zebra eel. So, big old boy. And other than that, I mean, tank looks pretty good. Still going. We're going to change out that sump right there with that sump right there. Yes, I do have stuff laying around over. So, that'll be a different video, a different time. Anyway, guys, there's the 120 gallons of salt water. Boom. When we get in here, yes, I still have a mess on the wall. I haven't cleaned it up yet. Quarantine tank, hospital tank. It's empty with algae in it. Then we get to the Marimo tank. This one here is actually one of my favorites. And we do specific breeding on that little guy right there. We're trying to replicate him. I call him a firetail guppy. I don't really know what kind of guppy it is. This is the Marimo tank, cherry shrimp in here. One of these ladies is buried, and there she is. So we'll have more cherry shrimp in here soon. A couple of filters. That's one of my spares. We went through this in the quarantine video. That's the one that's always on here. So there you go, the Marimo tank. Then we have the dirted tank. Dirt on the bottom, capped with rock, a little pebble, whatever. Ton of guppies, ton of cherry shrimp. Let me get you a little closer. You can see cherry shrimp like everywhere. We had a cherry shrimp explosion. So we got tons of them. If you guys are familiar with guppies, you know they breed like crazy. So there you go. There's probably about 100 guppies in this tank. Most of them are, you know, fry or juveniles. And they do get moved around, the ones that I really like. That tank right there, that is my virgin female tank. They're all virgins. So if I want to specifically breed something, I'd get them out of there. We get over here, we have the Green Terror tank. Green Terrors. There's 3 of them in there. See them all? Should have cleaned the glass. And then we have glass barbs, tiger barbs. I have a Raphael cat in here, Siamese algae eater, Chinese algae eaters. This is my my jerk tank, essentially. All the jerks live in here. It is powered by a couple filters, one aqua clear, one aqua clear fake. So, yeah, that's that one. Let's move on to some more fish. One of my favorite tanks in the house. This is the Crevensis tank. Holy rock in here, a little bit of manzanita. The cribs are all back there hiding because I came up here. They're not used to me anymore. A couple of rummy nose. These are the baby Crevensis up there. Those are the fry that have grown out. Some pork chop Rasboras. And then my favorite fish in the hobby, of course, is the zebra danio. And, you know, these fish aren't for everybody, but they are the hardiest fish in the hobby. I don't care who you talk to. You kill one of these, you're doing it wrong. So, zebra danios are awesome. A couple of rummy nose, I think I already talked about those. And then the Cory cats, a couple of emeralds. Got some, there's a Julie. Look at there. Hey, hi. So, that's this tank. Moving on. A really cool tank is the zebra. The Plakat tank. Here he is, the Plakat in all his glory. Yeah, he looks black there. He's not really black. He's like a purple and red. And then we have all the neon tetras, white cloud minnows in there. And everybody lives, you know, swimmingly. Ton of duckweed. Told you I got a duckweed problem. So there you go. There's that tank. So something new, different, and interesting. Here's my female dovi. You see her there. Guess what? She's got eggs. There's no male in the tank. But she does have eggs. She's probably close to 4 inches. And already laying eggs. For whom, I don't know. She's sitting there fanning them. That's what she's doing. She's fanning the eggs off. I mean, they do have a breeding cycle. I could put the male in here. I just really don't think I want to risk it right now. Who knows what she'd do to him. So we'll wait. And looks like one day I'm gonna be a proud grandpa. Alright, moving on. My absolute favorite fish in the house. The shelldrawer. That's a female there. Male is right here. I have plenty of videos on these guys, so if you guys want to check these out, feel free. There's so much fun to watch. It's like an ant farm in your aquarium. Guys, I can't thank you enough for subscribing, watching, supporting the channel. I mean, the hobby's fun. It's what we do. I do this for fun. And I just want to thank you guys, really, from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate it. And the guys that have supported me, thank you so much. All the help, all the, hey, this is how you do this type stuff. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. And don't forget to subscribe at the button right there. And we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.